the last thing I want to ask you is if you have one message about yourself for the conservative community about what is happening to you, what would it be?
It's really simple. What's happened to me can happen to anyone. That in the blink of an eye, you can lose your voice, your livelihood, all of your assets and savings, your ability to freely travel, and when you go to court, the rules can be rigged against you so that you don't get a fair trial, so that you don't have a reasonable opportunity of proving. You're not even required to prove your innocence. Actually, they're required to prove your guilt.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Once you write the rules and the jury, this was like a kangaroo court. This wasn't a trial. This was a lynching. As my friend Tucker Carlson said, Roger Stone's trial was over before it started. And they used a complete lie to make sure that my trial was heard by Judge Amy Berman Jackson. They said that it had to go to her, there would be the random selection of the judge that is normally done by lot, because they said my case was related to another case they brought against a group of Russians for hacking, and that there would be common evidence in my trial and in that trial. But when we went to trial, guess what? There was no evidence from that trial.
Mm-hmm.
That trial will never take place. They have even had discovery. So all you have is a 45-page accusations by the government who's provided no evidence to anybody that any of that is true. And as far as my case being related to that one, where's the evidence that would be used in both cases? It doesn't exist. That is misconduct.
Absolutely.
By the way. So, but it's a perfect example. So Americans need to be worried about what we have today as a two-tier justice system. And when you have this buffoon, this clown, Aaron Zelensky, this pompous, arrogant bully who tries to say he's a non-political career line prosecutor, but in fact was a henchman for Hillary Clinton at the State Department and a former columnist for the Huffington Post, claiming in an extraordinary blend of perjury and hearsay that Roger Stone was given special treatment. Let's examine that for a moment. When 29 FBI agents charge your home at 6 o'clock in the morning to arrest you when you have no previous criminal record, no valid passport, no firearm, and you're not a flight risk, that's very special, particularly when the charges are white-collar process crimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very special. When McCabe, Comey, Mueller, Brennan, Strzok, Page, Hillary, Rosenstein, himself, when they all lie to Congress about meaningful matters, consequential matters, matters that are material. So James Clapper saying, oh no, there's no metadata collection program that we use on American citizens, but he's not prosecuted. Yet when I make misstatements which are essentially innocuous in their significance, but I am prosecuted, yeah, that's very special. I'm definitely being treated special.
Mm-hmm.
When Avenatti, Cohn, Gates, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, child pornographers, violent sex criminals are being released from prison because of the dangers of COVID-19, but I am ordered to prison, I am definitely being treated differently.
Yes, you are.
I don't know if you saw Zelensky, but this testimony was an extraordinary blend of hearsay and perjury. This guy had nothing. Well, somebody told me that Barr was being squeezed by the White House, and someone else told me that Barr, it was all bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And the sentencing guidelines for the actual crimes that I was committed, that I was wrongly convicted of, is 18 months. Zelensky and the other gang of four, who are not non-political career line prosecutors, but former hitmen for either Hillary or Obama in non-prosecutorial jobs, they wanted to send me away for 9 years.
And that's basically a death sentence.
I got a sentence of 40 years. And that's because they gave me extra time for crimes I didn't commit. Let me give you the most ridiculous example. I wrote a book called The Myth myth of Russian collusion.
Mm-hmm.
Its official publication date was February 19th. The judge put a gag order on me February 21st. But they gave me 6 extra months because they said my book violated the gag order. That's false, but it doesn't matter. That never came up in my trial. There was never any discussion of that. Or I posted an image from an organization called Corruption Central, and in the upper left-hand corner, there's the logo of this organization, which they have trademarked.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the images, this was an image of Judge Jackson, but if you look at the images that they created of Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Mark Zuckerberg, the same logo is up in the same place. I'm sorry, it's not a crosshairs. Even though I had a sworn testimony from the graphic artist who designed it, it didn't matter. Now, by the time BuzzFeed is finished, Stone posted a picture with rifle crosshairs over the judge's face. That becomes Stone threatened a federal judge, except for I didn't. I'm not charged with that. There's no proof of that.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to bother and slow down and see the facts.
Absolutely.
It's a broken system.
It is.
It's a system that protects the ruling elite, the Clintons and the Bushes, and the people who have driven this country into the ground. And Donald Trump is a giant danger to them because all they're interested in is power and money. All they're interested in is lining the pockets of their wealthy and elite friends. And if that means, for example, shipping the manufacturing of all important drugs over to China, as long as we get paid, it's okay with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely outrageous.
Absolutely, it is. And, you know, the whole America First thing that Donald Trump's trying to do is probably, like you were saying, that's why these people are feeling so afraid, or that's why they're feeling attacked, and that's why they're pushing back and coming after people that are involved with Donald Trump. And it doesn't matter if it's true or not, as long as they get you locked up and silence you, then
right, exactly.
then it doesn't matter.
The most important point, and then I got to go, is it's really obvious. The one thing they don't want is to have me on the battlefield during the 2020 election.
Yep.
So one of the major motives of putting me away is so that there's nothing I can do when they try to steal the next election through, mail ballot fraud. That's a major factor in this whole case, in my opinion.